In the soft evening light of her apartment, she sits alone on the edge of their shared bed, fingers tracing the empty space beside her where Peter should be sleeping. It's been several nights now since he's joined her there, the distance between them growing with each passing hour. 29 and on the cusp of what should be the happiest time of her life, she instead finds herself caught in a storm of family expectations and crossed boundaries. Peter, her fiancé of 2 years, possesses many qualities she adores: his gentle laugh, his thoughtfulness, his ambitious spirit. But there's another side to him, a devotion to his mother that sometimes crosses from respectful into something unsettling. It's a devotion that has led to their current impasse. The tension had been building for weeks, little comments here and there about wedding traditions and family heirlooms. But it all came to a head during that fateful Sunday dinner at his parents' home, the scent of his mother's signature roast filling the air as the conversation turned once again to wedding plans. "I can't wait to see you coming down the aisle in my dress," his mother had announced, her voice carrying a certainty that made the bride-to-be's stomach tighten. "You'll look just like I did." The silence that fell over the dining room was deafening. She could feel every eye on her Peter's father pausing with his fork midair, his sister leaning forward with anticipation, and Peter, her beloved, watching her with that pleading look she'd come to recognize. "I've told Peter several times," she replied, her voice steady despite the thundering of her heart. "I won't be wearing your wedding dress." What came next was chaos. Her future mother-in-law's face had crumpled before hardening into something cold and unfamiliar. She'd stormed from the room, leaving behind the lingering specter of her words. "It's tradition. You have to." Then came the barrage of Peter's sister declaring how honored she would be to wear such a meaningful gown someday, his father clearing his throat with disapproval, and Peter himself, silent but radiating disappointment. What they couldn't understand, what made her skin crawl with discomfort, was knowing what his mother had so inappropriately shared months earlier, how she and her husband had been intimate while she wore that very dress, not just on their wedding night, but multiple times after. The casual way his mother had mentioned this, along with the repeated comments about their identical sizing, left her feeling like little more than a replacement vessel for this woman's memories. The final straw came days later, when Peter had asked innocently if she liked the soft blue sweater she'd been wearing around the apartment. "It was my mom's," he'd revealed after her affirmative response, a smile playing at his lips like he'd orchestrated some clever surprise. The betrayal cut deep. She'd immediately pulled the garment over her head, thrusting it toward him with trembling hands. "Take it back," she'd demanded, suddenly questioning how many other items in her wardrobe might have once belonged to the woman who seemed determined to insert herself into every aspect of their lives. "And anything else of hers you've given me without telling me." Now she sits alone, wondering if her stance is unreasonable, if her discomfort is misplaced. But something inside her, a voice growing stronger each day, tells her that marriage means creating something new together, not slipping into the roles others have already lived. As Peter continues to sleep on the couch, his absence a pointed statement, she questions whether this disagreement reveals fundamental incompatibilities they cannot overcome. Is she wrong to draw this boundary? Is her refusal to wear a dress with such intimate history attached a sign of disrespect, or a necessary protection of her own identity in this new chapter of life? What would you do in her situation? Have you ever had to stand your ground against family traditions that made you uncomfortable? We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below.